Hi, welcome to another episode of Scene Stealers. I'm your host, Ali Amstutz, and this show is all about interviewing other actors and for you to see some of the things that they do, how they work, and get to know just the different methods. Today I have Nicholas Cox.
Hello.
So, how did you find your first acting job?
I found my first acting job through Tony Estak, which I met through CWMAC. And I was also taking his class, and the first project was for I believe a student film for the U of A, and that was with Tyler. I believe you pronounce it Woodda. He'll correct it on.
What has been your favorite role so far?
My favorite role would have to be with The Righteous 12, which we finally have an official release date, which I'm excited about. And there's now 2 stills from the movie that are being advertised on social media, which is really cool. I'm exciting. I just get to play a really cool cowboy, and it's fun because I get to be on horses and have guns and shoot things, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I am really excited for Righteous 12 to be coming out. So, what classes or training have you done or taken to get better or learn more about acting?
Well, as you know, because we're in Chuck's class together, I've been in his, this is actually my 5th time graduating from there. I'm taking Tony Estak's class, where he really goes into breaking down the script. You really work with that, and he helps you develop characters and helps you develop the story and the scene, and where you could actually see what's going on without, having the actual background that helps show it. Alan Williams, I did his class, which was really fun. He's a really cool guy, and he's very detailed, and he really makes you think when he directs, when he's getting you prepared. And then, Avi, I think it's Demacchio or something. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was in his film production class, which is also something I like doing, is other than being in front of the camera, is being behind it. His class really helps with basically each week or until what you're filming is done, you have a job, whether it's AD, camera assistant, or you're an actor. Just all the different jobs you would see on an actual set, which is nice because it helps you understand better and get a feeling of how being on set would be like, and the difficulties that may come trying to film. And then I believe Austin Buchanan, I was in his class, which is where I got to meet really cool people, and I helped introduce them to Chuck's class.
So, have you ever wanted to make your own film?
Yes, I have. I've actually been getting yelled at because I need to get my idea down. There's only 2 people who know about it, and they want to help me, which is great, because I'm going to need as much help as I could get to do it. But yes, I have wanted to direct and do my own movie.
I think that'd be really interesting to watch you make your own movies, so I'd be excited to see that. Yeah.
I'll probably need counseling afterwards because it's going to be really stressful.
How did you come to meeting Chuck and all these people?
Chuck I met after, it's actually a kind of cool story, after a Rick Springfield concert. So while we were in line waiting, I asked the question of, what does it take to get water around here? And that's when Chuck turned around and said, "Here, I have water," and it was being Chuck and goofy and saying, "Oh, I don't have any cooties or anything. You guys could share this water." And we were too thirsty not to care anyways, and drank it. And then we finally got to our tables, and he kept coming over and, saying he's gonna be shooting. At the time, he was getting ready for the Righteous 12, and so he was talking about that and saying that he'd like me to be in the movie, and I was like, thinking to myself, this guy is nuts, because he's never even met me, and he's just keeps coming to the table, and he goes, you can look me up on IMDb, here's my Facebook, and gives me his business card and all that stuff, and we finally get to talking, and after we got our food, he kept coming around, which was a nice thing. But yeah, I friended him on Facebook. I saw that he was teaching classes, and so I asked him if he was, if it was too late to join, and he said no, and so I started going there, started learning from him, and that's where I met Tony, and then from there, that's how I met everybody else, through the Actors Workshop, and so that's how that got started. And, Chuck was a really cool guy, and he's a great mentor, and he's great to learn from.
I know we all appreciate him because
Oh, yes.
he's given us so many opportunities as actors or film directors, and wanting to act, there's a lot of difficulties that come with that, with
And fear is one of them, and after taking Chuck's class, I'm not afraid of anything. And just a really good teacher and a really good friend, which is great to be able to call him a friend. But yeah, he's helped me come from talking like this in front of people to being able to be myself and not be afraid of anything. Different jobs I've had because of it. Not even just with acting, just with anybody and everything. I've had different outtake because I don't let fear get in the way of it. And
I know with acting, like Chuck, like some people will have had really bad anxiety, and like I've had really bad anxiety, and when I went to Chuck's class, I was really quiet. I didn't want to do anything. I always sat in the back, and I would always have like my foot like bouncing up and down. And now I don't do that as much because Chuck would always say plant, because you can tell that you're nervous and you just need to plant.
I mean, look at you now. You have your own TV series on YouTube.
Yeah.
I definitely, 2 or 3 years ago now, I wouldn't have been able to be here. I would, oh, there's a camera. But, this is every day. That's, it's good that you're learning this now, because, once you get into the real world where, you're going to be like, you just got to be able to take life how it is, and then you can't let it, keep you down. You got to, learn from it and grow from it, and, that's how you become a better person. And, like you have God in your heart, and I have, so that helps too, because we could give that all to Him, and He brings us from that.
So, what made you want to start acting, or how old were you when you wanted to start acting?
I believe I just turned 21. Yeah, I just turned 21. What kept me acting was after taking Chuck's class for the first time, getting to be on set a couple times, and just really with taking scenes and being able to make it yours, and showing what I could do, because I sometimes blow my own mind, like, did I really just do that? And that's what keeps me coming. That's what I'm passionate about, is that no matter what I'm doing, no matter what scene I'm doing, every time I get perform it, I always get butterflies, and it's that feeling. It's like it's almost like an addiction. It's like I crave that every time I go to do something, and not everything I do is the same. Right. Well, all the movies I've done are westerns, except for a few of them. But each character that I get to portray, and show my skills and my talent with, that's like my drug, I guess you could say, because that feeling I get, that I get to entertain, just showing how my brain works. Like, really, it's what it comes down to. But being able to do Kit Bash, I had so many different emotions I got to play in that one. The same with the Righteous 12. Once you get a gun around your waist and you get to, well, not obviously not pointed at people, but pretend you're shooting people, and then it's a whole nother level of excitement and fun, and just getting to know the people as well is worth the journey. I just had so much impact on my life just by meeting different people, and that's what continues to drive me in this career. And I've even decided I want to go back to school for the film. That way, if I'm not acting, I'm doing something else within the industry, because that's what I'm truly passionate about. And I'm glad I found it at a young age where I could still make that happen. I guess it doesn't really matter at any age, but I get to live a long, full life with doing what I love, which is going to be really, really awesome.
Have any of the movies you've been a part of won awards?
I believe only 2 of them are out, and I honestly don't know. That's actually a good question I should ask next time I see the directors. But the last 3 I've been in aren't out yet, so I have to still wait for that. And yeah, the other, like Kit Bash isn't out yet. Pleasant Valley Wars isn't out yet, and The Righteous 12 comes out soon, which I believe we could say the time now because it's on social media. So yeah. October 9th, that'll be out in theaters.
So how many of your roles have been speaking roles?
Actually, the last 3 I've had have been speaking roles. The Rich 12, I was one of the 12, so I had lines there. Pleasant Valley Wars, which was by Travis Mills, I was a character in there where I had speaking roles. And then Kit Bash, Kit Bash is a really giant ensemble cast, so everyone there is important. And I have speaking parts in that as well.
So if someone were to make a movie about your life, what actor would you want to play you?
Oh, wow. That's a really tough one. I don't know. Man, this is a tough question. It couldn't be Christopher, he's too short. I had to throw that in there, buddy. Wow. I don't know, I guess I say Chris Helmsworth, but he would have to really shrink to beat me. And height and in muscle wise, because he has me beat on that. He'd have to lose the accent as well. Or I'd have to get one.
So have you done any stage acting?
I have not. I at least want to do it once. That's a whole nother level of acting in, which is something I would like to try. What I would want to do first is try a class out with stage acting, just to kind of get the idea of what I'd be getting into before I would audition for it, you know.
You have mentioned that you have worked with horses with the Righteous 12. Were there any issues with that? Because I have heard stories of people saying that sometimes the horse may act a little bit differently because they know they are on camera.
So the thing with horses is, yeah, they could be stubborn, and they will take advantage of new riders and people who aren't confident because they feed off of energy. So the energy you put into them is what, you know. So difficulties, yeah, there's always with working with animals. There's always going to be something. We were lucky to get a lot of great horses with this film, who've, you know, had different experiences with different things, which is good. Within the horse camp that we did, like the cowboy camp is what they called it, I think had a very strong bond with each other and was really great. And yeah, horses, so yeah, they could have little tempers towards themselves, but I feel like everybody handled the situations that were put in front of us very well. When it comes to camera action, oh, they love the attention. My horse, I can't ever take a picture of her without her making a phone call, is what I call it. I always tell her, the joke is don't make a long distance phone call because you're paying for it. But you know, some of them would get a little nervous around like shades or stuff like that. But once they feel you are not afraid of it, they usually calm down because they feel everything you feel. And with that, situations that were thrown at us were handled really well by the writers, and the wranglers were pretty helpful. I know we had several of them throughout the movie. Oh, and another thing about horses, the movie I was with and Travis's. Travis Mills' film Pleasant Valley Wars, which isn't out yet, but I was able to do my own stunt in that one, and I don't want to go into too much details with that, but they basically said, wanted to come check on me after the stunt because they said it looked so good and so professional that they thought I actually got hurt, and after they yelled, Travis yelled cut, they all wanted to come run over and check on me, and I was just laying there in the sand. Luckily it was sand that I got to fall in, and almost horse poop, because they poop everywhere. So I was laying there, as I fell off, and my stunt, and they were like, "Oh, you okay? You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just laying here because I don't want to remember where I laid for the next scene." And they were like, "Oh, do you want to take a look at it?" And I was like, "No, if it's as good as you guys are saying, it'll be in the movie, and I want to be as surprised as everybody else." And which is something I also want to do is find a course where I could take stunts, because I think being able to do my own stunts would be fun, and not just with horses. It's with anything. If I get to do a movie where I ride an elephant, I want to be able to learn how to fall off an elephant, which I didn't know how to fall off a horse. I kind of just did it and prayed that the horse didn't step on me or run the wrong direction. That is something I want to do as well, other than making my own movies, being an actor and behind the scenes, and all those stuff is to be able to do my own stunts. But like I said, horses, they once they respect you, they will do anything for you.
Well, thank you for coming out. I had a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You know she went out with Michael Smith last week, right?
The quarterback to our school? No, she didn't mention that.
Yeah, he picked her up in a sports car. What do you have, a Nissan Versa?
And it doesn't matter. She's going out with me tonight. Not him.
Where are you taking her? Not the 50s diner you're down on Main, right?
Well, we had talked about that. But I don't know, we can go somewhere else.
That place is so lame. Everybody always goes there because they want to share a shake like in those rom-com movies.
Well, I thought it was a pretty popular place.
Only if you like to be like everyone else. Unoriginal.
I suppose we could go downtown and find something cool.
Downtown? You might as well take her bowling. So lame.
We'll think of something. Something's got to be fun down there.
She was ready on time for their date.
Well, I was early. She's running a bit late now.
I wouldn't be surprised if she came down, pretending to be sick and like something came up.
No, that's not gonna happen. She was really excited about tonight.
Excited? She used the word excited? Good luck. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. So I just want to say a couple of things. I want to thank Nicholas for coming out, and I want to thank Chuck for everything he's done for us. I know we talked about that. And I just want to say thank you guys again for all the support recently. These videos have been doing really great, and it makes me happy to see that you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Make sure to like this video so I can know that you enjoyed this and you want to see more from me. Please subscribe to know when I upload new videos. Feel free to comment questions that you would like to ask, and comment your favorite part of this video if you want. Have a good day. Bye.